So anyways, how do we feel about Arby's? How do you feel about Arby's? We'll start with you because I have a very specific and unique relationship with Arby's.
Arby's is okay. I feel like I only ever eat Arby's if I'm desperate. So I would say like C tier at most. I feel like the curly fries are the best part of Arby's. Everything else,
for sure.
Okay.
When I was in high school, we were able to go off campus for lunch as a junior or a senior, and so everyone went to fucking Arby's. And so I would be going out with my friends. I would be like, all right, what are we getting today? Every time, Arby's. So I tried to the best of my ability to like their god awful fake beef with fake cheese sandwiches.
Oh, I love a beef and ched. I'm not gonna lie.
I couldn't do it. So what I would order was the chicken strips. But half the time, the chicken strips were fucking out. And they weren't that good anyways. So Arby's, I will go no higher than C tier.
I think a C tier is fine for Arby's.
How about Burger King? What do we think about Burger King?
Burger King breakfast?
With lettuce? That might be what you get.
Burger King breakfast? Pretty pog.
So here's what I'll say about breakfast, because I have a feeling this is going to come up a lot.
Yeah.
Breakfast, hard to fuck up.
True.
And if a Burger King and a McDonald's are right next to each other and I need breakfast, I'll let you guess which one I'm going to. It ain't Burger King.
True.
So I would say breakfast non-factor in my decision.
If that's the case, the last time I ate Burger King, it royally screwed up my stomach. I felt pretty sick for like the rest of the day. So with that, I'm going like D tier.
Yeah, in my opinion, Burger King does everything it does worse than McDonald's, and McDonald's is like a B tier at best. So, and I would say Burger King D tier for sure.
D tier.
Yeah, Chick-Fil-A. So I think Chick-Fil-A is overrated, but I think Chick-Fil-A is rated very, very highly. I think it's good still, but I do think it's overrated.
I would agree. I think their chicken is good.
Yeah, definitely.
I do think there are other places, which we will get to, that do chicken better.
For sure.
So with that, I'm going like B tier, maybe even A, but probably more on the B tier.
I would
side of things.
I would concede to an A. Because I think we have better and worse chicken places on here.
A is good. Also, they have waffle fries, which like in my book,
waffle fries are great. Here's where they lose points with me. Closed on Sunday. Like, come on, bro. Just come on. I'm not going to church instead of getting Chick-Fil-A. Just please fuck off forever and stop. Stop with the closed on Sunday shit. You're not better than me. You just make chicken.
True.
Second of all, when I eat fried chicken, I like a nice kind of like thick, crispy breading.
That's true. They don't have that.
Chick-fil-A's breading kind of just falls right off the chicken. And I know some people like that, but it's not my personal style. Third, the portion sizes are so fucking small compared to Popeyes or even KFC. And I don't like KFC very much, but they give you a ton of fucking food. Where they earn points back is the service. I think
service is good.
The service there is like always better than pretty much anywhere else on this list. Well, and there's always like the funniest thing too is that and I don't know how they get away with this, but there's always like 50 people behind the counter. And I'm just like, what are you all doing?
Yes.
All right, so I think A tier?
A tier. I'd agree.
A tier
is good.
Chipotle is like a good like kind of staple. I never really feel bad about like going to Chipotle, you know, like I get it for like lunch at work, like sometimes I get it for dinner. If you're bringing Chipotle, like you're catering Chipotle or like someone wants to meet at Chipotle or whatever, I'm never mad about that.
Yeah.
I'm a burrito guy. I'm a burrito berry. I'm not too big on the bowls, but I guess like the bowls give you the autonomy to like mix things up how you want. But even then, like I feel like the proportions of things are off always, and like and the consistency is so bad from one restaurant to another.
I would say I feel like sometimes Chipotle is really inconsistent in like their meat. Like I feel like sometimes I've had kind of gross meat from Chipotle, and other times the meat is fine.
I don't think I've ever had gross meat. What do you get?
I get chicken.
See, I don't think I've ever had a bad experience with the chicken.
The chicken's fine, and that's usually why I go for it, is because it like is the most consistent.
I think like B tier is fair.
I would say B tier.
It's not like across the board worse than Arby's, but it's definitely not as good as Chick-fil-A.
I would agree.
Culver's.
S.
I agree. Well, so I'm gonna do a little weighing here.
Fair enough.
Culver's burgers are amazing, and there's so many options too. Like they
There
have so
really
many
is.
like different like burgers and stuff that you can get. But then they also kind of have all the like normal staples of like a fast food place. Unlike something like a Five Guys, which only pretty much serves burgers and hot dogs, I guess. There's something to be said for like just doing what you're really good at. But Culver's is like you can go there and like get pretty much anything.
Culver's.
Like, that said, you know, like their chicken tenders, not really that good. Their fries are kind of, they do like the crinkle cut fries, which I like, but they're really kind of like soft and potatoey, which I don't
soft.
like.
Yeah.
They do cheese curds though, which are pretty
Cheese
good.
curds, rockin'.
But like their burgers, just in terms of the value and like the different options available to you, I would say easily puts them in S tier. Like
S.
I think it's cool too
So
that
good.
like Culver's are going everywhere now too.
Oh,
Like they're
I love
expanding
to see
everywhere.
it.
They're so Midwestern, you know. It's
It
like I have
is.
some like Midwestern pride when I hear that people from like California and Texas like Culver's, you know. I think that's a easy S tier.
Easy S. Easy S.
Dairy Queen
A Midwestern.
also,
Staple?
yeah, actually, so Culver's is a Wisconsin place. Dairy Queen, Minnesota. They're a little more nationally known than Culver's is
Right.
at this point. So I will say that the ice cream, blizzards and whatnot
Oh.
at Dairy Queen, amazing.
S.
But I think we're not ranking that
No, that would be really unfair.
because their food is pretty meh.
It's okay.
I'm a big fan. They have great chicken tenders. The chicken tenders basket. Or chicken
toast.
strip basket.
The
Yeah,
toast.
that is like one of the most unique things, at least as far as like fast food places go. What you'll find in Minnesota, at least like so just to explain some of our experience, is that a lot of like small towns when you're driving somewhere in state just have a Dairy Queen.
Only a Dairy Queen.
So there's a lot of times where I've
Yes.
had to eat at a Dairy Queen,
Yes.
despite not thinking their food is the best. But I will get that chicken tender basket and I will be happy.
Yes.
That said, I think like by and large their food is maybe like for me C tier, but above Arby's.
I would agree. It's definitely better than Arby's. I would not say it's better than like anything we have above it.
Yeah, I agree. Dominoes.
Dominoes. Okay.
I actually feel weird ranking Dominoes like before the other pizza places because here's where I'm at with Dominoes. In middle school on Wednesdays, we would get Domino's pizza like ordered.
Like for school lunch?
Yeah, but it was terrible. Like it felt like the pizza that they were giving us was like the leftovers.
That's
So that like
interesting.
drastically lowered my opinion of Domino's. I do also feel like for a while I was in college, like I was eating a lot of Domino's pizza and it was almost always bad. What I'll say though is in recent years, I think my experience has been better.
It's gotten better. I think when they redid kind of like the crust and added the like garlic salt
The crust
flavoring,
is really good.
that really I think
They have the
brings
best
it up.
crust out of any of the pizza places on
They
here,
do.
I think.
They do. I would agree. I'm gonna go like between B and C.
I've never had the sandwiches from Domino's. I honestly didn't even think about
What?
that when I was like,
That is so cursed. Why would you go to Domino's
Yeah.
and get a sandwich?
I think like a low B.
Low B. I'd agree.
All right. Five Guys.
Ooh, Five Guys is good.
I think this is an easy one for me.
I know
but
you're
I
gonna-
want to know what you
I'm
have
gonna
to say.
like between S and A tier. I feel like Five Guys is super good. It is heavy. Like I do feel like when I eat it, I walk away being like, oof.
I will say, yeah, the food for me is pretty much definitely S tier. I like the no frills like menu.
That is nice. That is really nice.
It is expensive though. It's actually almost so expensive that it feels weird to rank it against like any of these because
Yeah.
it's like it's almost like you're paying for like a little better quality.
Yeah.
But it still is definitely fast food. And for me the price doesn't bring it down enough to make it not S tier. So I'm going above Culver's.
I won't fight you on this because that's fine.
I think, and I'm a big burger guy. There is even still a better burger on here, I think.
In-N-Out.
I think Allie will be happy with me because I don't like In-N-Out. but you do. So
I like
explain your thought process and I'll explain
Okay,
mine.
I like In-N-Out. I think like Five Guys, there's a lot of simplicity to their menu. Like
It's also like a burger is like easily half the price at In-N-Out of what it is at Five Guys.
Pretty cheap. There is something special about it, being only available in like California, or I've eaten it in Vegas. However, every time I've gotten In-N-Out, I walk away being like, yeah, that was good. But like, was that the best burger I've ever had in my life? No. So with that, I go like B tier, like pretty good.
The most attractive feature about it is for sure the price, because what you get is like, in my opinion, not worth what you pay for like Five Guys. So if it costs the same as Five Guys, it would be like a D tier.
Yeah. No, I agree with that.
The burger is pretty good. There's this whole like weird like secret menu or whatever. It's like,
have you ever gotten anything on it?
No, because I've been to In-N-Out like twice.
I've gotten like the animal style fries are really good.
Yeah, I think it's cringe too. I will say that the animal style fries cannot be good enough to save those god awful fries. They, out of any like burger place on here, In-N-Out might straight up have the worst fries. Their literally just like lame. Oily potatoes. Calling those fries is an insult to fries. And so the fact that the only like even kind of good thing on their menu is the burger is just embarrassing for how hyped this place is. I would go like a C.
That's fine.
I think the food, like just because the burgers are pretty decent and the price is like good, very fair, I would put it top of C.
Yeah,
but that's as high as I'm gonna go.
No, I think that's fair, and I do agree the secret menu being really cringe. Like, it's annoying to go there and be like, I'll have the double no bun animal style whatever the fuck. Like, it's just,
and it's just like a burger patty with just like shit.
Have you ever seen the
cool sick menu, bro? There was it was like a BuzzFeed article that was like how to access the secret menu at these 10 fast food restaurants. And like so many of the places that were on that list like responded to that were like, we literally don't do this.
We don't have this. I remember seeing
like, please stop telling people to come into our restaurant and like ask for this weird shit. We don't do this. Speaking of things that are awful, I'm not letting you put Jersey Mike's in anything but D tier. All right, Jersey Mike's. Look, a lot of people love Jersey Mike's and I don't get it, honestly. I'm a big sucker for like hot grinder style like
sandwiches.
Yeah. But Jersey Mike's just does them fucking wrong. They just suck. And everyone that has tried to defend Jersey Mike's to me, their defense is so stupid. I go there and I order a sandwich and what I get is like this soggy, disgusting disaster of a sandwich. And they're like, oh, you can't order it Mike's way. Hot grinder. Yeah, I know. As soon as that came out of my mouth, I knew I fucked up. Everyone's like, you can't order it Mike's way. And I'm like, what do you mean you can't order it Mike's way? I can't order it the way that the restaurant intends for it to be eaten, for it to be good? Like, what?
When Mike's way is just like wetness all over
Mike's way is like they just spray the hose in the back over it a couple times. For me, not good. I hate it.
We can talk about an even better sandwich place. Jimmy John's.
Yeah, I've probably given more money to Jimmy John's than anything else on this list. I have it like every week. I'm not like really under any delusion that Jimmy John's is doing anything special, but their food is good. It's pretty consistent. And when you actually watch them make it in the store, they're just like boom, 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 just like flopping them down. Like, I don't know how they do that, but like they make them so consistently. And like, if you can literally sit on your ass at home and get your sandwich in like 15 minutes.
Yes. No, it's great. Yeah, Jimmy John's, great. I feel like too, we talk about this, but like, I don't feel bad about eating Jimmy John's.
No, you know? Yeah, no, I get it. Like, sometimes if I'm just feeling lazy, like on a work day, I'll like order a sandwich from there.
Like A.
Yeah. I think like the food definitely is not like of the same like quality, like, wow, this is amazing, as like Five Guys and Culver's, but it's good. It's really good. KFC. Thoughts?
Mad okay.
Yeah.
Mad okay.
I will say, yeah, their food is not very good.
It's not.
This is another restaurant with consistency issues.
Yeah.
Like, there's nothing more American than just getting a fucking bucket of chicken, right? I love that in concept, but their chicken is not that good. I used to like it when I was a kid, and it was like the only like fried chicken place I'd ever had. But I kind of do feel like they used to be better.
They used to be good. What happened?
I don't know, but the quality and consistency is really pretty bad compared to like other chicken places that are on this list. KFC, I'm going no higher than like a mid C. Like, I'll probably go above Arby's but below DQ. How's that feel?
Yeah, I'd go even D tier with it.
I could go maybe top of D tier.
That's fine.
So, all right, Leanne Chin, this one actually needs a little explanation. This is local to the Twin Cities. I did not realize that when I put that on this, when I put it on this list. But because I had Panda Express on here, I wanted to have like another like kind of Asian a la carte type place.
Yeah.
So Panda Express is not very good.
No.
It's not terrible, but like you get kind of like weird portion sizes. It kind of is like not really that cheap. I feel like Panda Express is like, I would go maybe like high C with it.
Oh.
Because I feel like it's edible, but
I don't think it's better than DQ or In-N-Out.
Okay, you're right, actually. But Lianshin, which is only here, of course, which I didn't realize. I wrote it down because I was like, oh, those are everywhere.
We looked it up, and it's like literally only Minnesota.
They have like 100 locations in Minnesota,
Only
but that's
Minnesota.
like it. But it's like the way better version of Panda Express. What do you think about Lianshin?
Like B or like high C. Good. Yeah, it's pretty good.
I'd even maybe go above Dominoes. You know what's interesting?
Little Caesars.
So we ate a lot of Little Caesars in college. I think I've actually talked about that on this stream before.
Yeah, that's where Dumpster Man originated from.
It is, yeah. It was the dumpster behind a Little Caesars that inspired my name. You know, I'm not under any delusion that it's good. I just like very often only had $5 to my name and wanted some pizza when I was in college, and like that's Little Caesars thing is you pay $5 and you get a mediocre pizza.
I will say, you lived on the same street as a Little Caesars.
We could walk.
That had a drive-through.
And it had a drive-through.
It had a drive-through. Like.
And I had a rewards card.
Did you? Yes. I didn't know that. But I feel like with that, like we ate a lot of Little Caesars, like especially hungover, because of just like how convenient and how cheap it is.
It's not good pizza, period. But you can pay it's $5,
and it's
and they just hand it to you.
Yes. Like, no waiting involved.
Crazy bread, kind of good.
Crazy bread's good. Crazy bread's really good.
I'll go C, but above Arby's. Long John Silver's, I think, like objectively, we all know deep down. You know what? Here, can I add a?
No mega lol.
It like cuts off. Why does it do that? Who eats it?
Who has ever eaten that one?
But there we go. We really have not eaten Long John Silver's, but like I don't need to eat it to know that it's fucking horrendous.
Yeah.
No more words need be wasted on Long John Silver's. How do we feel about McDonald's?
McDonald's. Wow. We've had a lot of memories together, McDonald's. See, the thing about McDonald's is like it's McDonald's. Like it
is like kind of hard
so distinct.
to separate like
it's so distinct.
The food from McDonald's from like the idea of McDonald's.
Yeah.
You don't crave a burger and go to McDonald's. You crave McDonald's and you go to
like
McDonald's.
I crave specifically McDonald's fries or specifically McDonald's breakfast. I will say consistent across the board. So with that, I'm going like B? Like low B above Domino's?
It's better than Domino's. McDonald's is the only place whose breakfast I like consistently eat.
So good.
But the breakfast is real fucking good. In terms of like the dinner stuff, yeah, I agree. The fries are good. You know, the burgers, there's a bit of an ecosystem with the burgers where like the quarter pounders are like objectively better because they make them fresh.
Right.
The chicken nuggets or whatever, I mean, at least they're not like horse meat or whatever the fuck they used to be.
They used to be that way.
Yeah, like they're actual like white meat now.
I have a road trip hack for you.
What's that?
Involving McDonald's. I have a relative that whenever they would drive cross country to visit us, they would always stop at McDonald's for bathrooms instead of rest stops because McDonald's always had cleaner bathrooms.
They got like B tier bathrooms.
Fast food bathroom tier list?
Oh my God, that would actually be hilarious. All right, Noodles & Company. Noodles & Company I feel like is fine. I feel like everything on their menu is like kind of the same.
It's
like, is that weird to say? Like, I feel like they have all this stuff that sounds like different, but when you order it, it kind of all tastes the same.
It's kind of expensive for what you get.
It's a bit expensive.
Like, to be fair, I've gotten just little baby boy mac and cheese, which is like just
I make fun of that, but I
cheese.
literally used to get like buttered noodles at Noodles & Company too. I've gotten some different things since then, but
they have expanded in recent years as far as like the things they offer. But
they're one of the few places on this menu that this menu I call this our fast food tier list menu. They're one
just
of the few places on here that you can order a beer. I think that's kind of funny.
True.
Not that I ever have. I think that would be kind of sad. Like, especially Chipotle too is like the other place where you can order a beer, and I'm like, who would do that? But I feel like B tier.
Yeah, I'd agree with that. Probably above Domino's. Even Chipotle, like you can get a burrito and like, you okay?
Yeah, this is quite like foamy beer. It like almost exploded on me when this is the second tier list we've done now where I've spilled something on myself.
True.
So.
We'll make it a tradition.
So moving on to Pancheros, which is another like kind of local chain. I'm actually going to look up. I believe they started in Iowa. It's not showing anything.
Their website is trash.
But the example they give is Iowa City. So I assume that only a place based in Iowa would use that as an example. But surprisingly good. Again, though, it's in like that Chipotle ballpark where it's not really like actual Mexican food. It's just kind of like a la carte. But They have a few distinct things that I like more than Chipotle. They make their tortillas right there. Like they just slop the big ball of dough down and press it into a tortilla. Great. They also have really good queso.
Queso's good. They have blue chips.
The blue chips are cool
chips.
too. And all in all, I would say like the ingredients, not really better or worse than Chipotle. I think they kind of have like a bit better of like a variety. But all in all, if Chipotle's top of B tier, they're definitely A tier. If Chipotle's B tier. How about Panera?
We just ate this like 2 weeks ago.
I've never like really feel bad about eating Panera. It's kind of in that same vein as Jimmy John's, but it's kind of a trap because their food is really not healthy.
You don't get a lot.
You kind of pay a lot, though.
It's expensive.
Their menu is like overwhelming.
It is a lot. It's a lot.
They serve like 20 different sandwiches. And last week I was like trying to decide which sandwich to get, and I was like, all these sandwiches are the fucking same. They're like, they got turkey and like some avocado and shit. I'm like, they're all the same. Yep. I think there are menu items at Panera that are pretty good that I tend to like gravitate back towards. I don't think everything there is super good though.
No, that is true.
All in all, like they have a pretty good variety. Like the quality is decent. Although we knew someone who worked at Panera and she said it's all a lie.
She said
it's all frozen, powdered, whatever. Like it's that like lingers in the back of my mind when I eat Panera, but it hasn't affected my enjoyment of it really.
I still eat it, but
I'll go like
mid C tier, maybe even
B.
B.
You're gonna go that low.
Or like above Dominoes, above Noodles even.
I would. Yeah, I think like
it's not above McDonald's.
Papa John's is a D tier, and I feel like that needs no explanation.
Bottom.
Oh, actually, yeah. We'll put it in the no mega lol section.
I agree with that wholeheartedly.
There are people who claim that Papa John's quality of their pizza went down since Papa John himself left, and there may be something to that. But I have to ask, like, what was the standard of quality before?
Literally.
Because all I ever had from there was garbage.
Few things that always grossed me out about Papa John's. That little cup of like garlic sauce.
Dude, anyone who uses the garlic sauce as like a defense of Papa John's is like, you can literally, not only is that just like a heart attack in a cup, but you can make that shit yourself in like 5 seconds. Butter. It's literally just butter with like garlic powder in it. That's like all it fucking is. I'm sitting here and I'm like afraid to rank Pizza Hut because I don't know. My heart tells me that Pizza Hut is better than Domino's. So I think my enjoyment of Pizza Hut is dictated by like going into an actual Pizza Hut and being able to like sit down and eat at a Pizza Hut. I was a big fan of the stuffed crust too, which I think is like something that Pizza Hut does better. I don't know if they have this everywhere, but like a lot of the Pizza Huts around us are like sit down restaurants, like where you can go and like eat your pizza in the restaurant. And there's like a buffet sometimes.
Have you been to a Pizza Hut buffet?
Oh yeah,
it's
as
banging.
A kid, not recently.
It's banging, yeah. I mean, it's good.
I think like just in general, the Pizza Hut experience is better than Domino's. Because Domino's like it feels like you're entering like the annex of like the Domino's warehouse when you like go pick up your pizza. It's just like a white room with like bright fluorescent lights, and like some sketchy looking dude comes out and hands you your pizza.
They're very depressing.
Yeah, they're so bad. Whereas Pizza Hut is like I feel like it's pleasant. It's a decent place. I kind of feel like it's not better than B tier though.
No.
But I will put it higher than Domino's, I think. All right, look. I said some nice things about Domino's.
You're moving her
down. I think
above In-N-Out? I was gonna say, don't put it above In-N-Out.
Dude.
At least. Come on, man.
I do want to talk about Popeyes because yes, it's S tier.
Easy S.
So just to get the bad out of the way, Popeyes is one place that does kind of have some consistency issues. Like,
true. And that's very true.
I feel like it's part of the Popeyes experience, but the employees are kind of rude.
They're so rude.
They're like they almost always act like they have something better to be doing than serving you.
I think overall, I never had Popeyes until I met you. I will say that.
So we didn't have them where I lived growing up in Illinois, but we would get them when we traveled to Arizona where I had family. And whenever we would go somewhere that had a Popeyes, we would always get Popeyes.
That's amazing.
And then they started buying up KFCs, which was great because like that's just like, instantly better. Food wise, the chicken's really good. I love the spice blend that they're very proud of their like spice blend, but it is truly so good. And the Cajun fries, amazing. All the sides really are super good. The sauces are good. They have some weird menu items that like aren't for me, but like I'm sure for someone they're like someone was like, oh, I love their shrimp po' boy, and I was like, okay. All right, yeah, Popeyes bona fide S tier.
Bona fide S.
All right, Potbelly. It's like a cut above like a like a Subway or a Quiznos.
It is.
I probably wouldn't put it above Jimmy John's just because like I feel like when you're going to Potbelly, like you're committing to so much more than you are at Jimmy John's. But I would say like A tier is probably fair for Potbelly.
A.
I think the food is good quality. I feel like it's always in like malls and airports. Which kind of like almost knocks it down a peg because I'm hardly ever like in the vicinity of a Potbelly. I do know where one is near us and it's not that close. Like there's a lot of this stuff is closer than that. All right, so what do you want to do with Potbelly?
I'm gonna go like B.
Where it'd be?
Between McDonald's and Pizza Hut.
Really?
Yeah.
I'm curious where you're gonna put like Subway and Quiznos then. This Doixican here.
Doixican.
That is Qdoba.
Qdoba.
I think it's bad.
This is where we're gonna fight. I think their food is more unique than
Your
Chipotle.
reason for liking Qdoba is because the Qdoba in our area was closer to where you grew up than the Chipotle.
And I'm sure that's why you like Chipotle, because you lived closer to a Chipotle than a Qdoba.
I don't think about Qdoba at all.
They've gotten real fancy with their menu. They do like street tacos now. They do breakfast. Chipotle could never.
Maybe I need to try Qdoba again, but I would put it like no higher than C personally.
I'd personally put it at least in B tier, but like I think C is a fair rating.
Put it like there.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't need, we'll put it top of C.
Yeah.
Shake Shack though.
A tier. It's good though.
I would maybe even go like top.
Yeah, Shake Shack is another one that like we didn't really have around here until like fairly recently. Like within the last 5-6 years, like that's when we started getting Shake Shacks. But I'd agree. A is probably a good.
It's not really in the same category as like a In-N-Out. It's not really in the same category as like a Five Guys.
Yeah.
They kind of do their own thing, but they do
it well.
Yeah, they do it well.
They do it well.
I love the Smoke Shack burger with like the peppers and the sauce on it. The shakes are great. The fries are good. I won't say the fries are anything special, but they're definitely better than In-N-Out, like by far. Every location that I've been to of Shake Shack like feels nice.
They're nice.
Know?
They're clean. People are friendly.
Yeah. Good. So I'm going to defer to you with Smash Burger because I haven't really eaten it ever, I don't think.
I'd say like a C tier at most. Probably above Panda Express, but like fairly low.
Would you put it above Arby's?
Sure. Yeah, I'd put it
Little
above.
Caesars?
No, not above Little Caesars, I don't think.
Why is that where you draw the line?
I don't know.
That's so random.
It's okay. I mean, it's been a while since I've had Smash Burger, I will say, but it's all right.
Actually, I hate to say it, but I'm kind of going to defer to you with Sonic too. I will say their commercials are pretty much the worst thing I've ever seen. And I hate those two dudes who are sitting in the car. And I can't believe like someone high up, some marketing exec at Sonic high up, like greenlit 100 commercials with these two fucking schmucks.
I will say. Food though, it's okay. I mean, like I'm going to definitely say it's like DQ level food. Like it's pretty good. Like
DQ level food, okay.
DQ, so I'd put it like around DQ in C tier. If we're ranking,
I at least know that I like the chicken strip basket here,
fair.
so I'm putting it below DQ.
That's fair.
Blah.
Blah. Blah.
First of all, like it's another thing. It's probably like this everywhere, but in the Midwest, there's a Subway in every town too.
Yes.
Like that's
food wise,
pretty meh.
It's okay. I mean, like I'm not mad about eating a Subway, but I'm just kind of like. It's all right.
The thing with like a Subway compared to like a Jimmy John's to me is that like you can kind of make it whatever you want.
Yeah.
But you could do that at Jimmy John's too. They just don't like advertise it, you know? The quality and consistency of the ingredients is not that good. I don't know. Like I'm not like really, I don't feel really strongly like I will eat a Subway sandwich.
I'll eat Subway.
I just don't like, I don't think it's that good. I don't think it's D tier. I hate that I'm gonna like throw it in C tier probably.
Yeah. Anyway.
All right, Taco Bell. I think like here's the thing with Taco Bell. Again, it's one of those where like you know the food you're getting is not good. What I appreciate about Taco Bell is the massive colossal menu.
Creative too.
There is so much shit on their menu. And creative, yeah, I will say they take some risks, and sometimes the shit that they come out with does not land and is like the worst pig slop you've ever seen. But some of the stuff that stood the test of time, pretty good, yeah. I will say, Taco Bell has maybe the best breakfast out of any restaurant on this tier list. I think we get McDonald's more, but we do. I think the only reason is because Taco Bell ends their breakfast so early. They're done at like straight up like 10 o'clock. 10 o'clock. Also, I'm not even awake by 10 o'clock. Yeah. On the weekends. No. Realistically, their tacos, themselves are nothing special, but like they're, you know, that's sustenance, you know, it's sustenance.
I will say it is something a little different. You know, it's not a burger or it's not a sandwich.
Again, like it's different than like Chipotle or something like that, but it's not Mexican food. It's just Taco Bell. I'm going to go even B tier, I think.
Oh, I'd put it in B.
But maybe like bottom
of B tier, I think, is a fair rating.
I think it's just because our C tier is getting a little crowded. All right. And Wendy's is the next one.
Excuse me. So this is a regional. All right,
do you want to make your pathetic case for Taco John's?
Taco John's, she's very similar to a Taco. She's similar to a Taco Bell. This is a Minnesota
Dude, no
Midwestern.
one named John has ever made a good fucking taco.
So this is just like another type place like Taco Bell. Taco John's has these little old things called potato.
We're not
olays.
ranking them highly just because. Okay, you want to know what potato olays are? They're like those here. I'm literally gonna like pull up a picture. They're just like they're tater tots basically. They're just those
seasoned.
little flat like crown tater tots, and they're seasoned a little bit. And they usually give you like a queso sauce to dip them in, or it's basically nacho cheese. I'm not gonna call it.
No, that is just straight up.
I'm not gonna call it something it's
melted
not. It's
cheese
basically nacho
from
cheese
a can. Yeah, no, it's.
Now they're good, but that's the only thing on the entire menu that's good.
I like Taco John's burritos, tacos. It's very similar to Taco Bell.
You want to know what burrito she gets from Taco John's? It's potato olays, nacho cheese, and like a little bit of meat.
You're exposing me. Stop.
Admit that the only thing on their menu that you like is the fucking potato olays, and then let me throw them in D tier, no megalol where they belong. Let me tell you what's happening.
That's fine.
It's better than Jersey Mike's. Wendy's.
Ooh. She's good.
I think it's A. I'm going below Jimmy John's. Actually, I'll go bottom of A.
Okay, that's fair.
Because I don't think it's better than anything else up here.
Yeah.
So Wendy's to me exists in kind of like a tier above McDonald's or Burger King. And I think they used to be worse. And then they realized that like McDonald's and Burger King were eating their lunch basically.
Yeah.
And so they upped the quality of their ingredients. They upped their prices a little bit, which is fine. I'm willing to pay a little bit more for like a decent burger, chicken strips or whatever. And I think Wendy's is really good. I think out of those, the thing is, I still eat at McDonald's more because it's just like
more convenient. It's more usually. Convenient. Yeah.
But Wendy's has better food, like straight up. Yeah, there's no real two ways about it. I think Wendy's is just good. Whataburger, top of S.
It's good. It's real good.
I would maybe like here's the thing with Five Guys and Whataburger.
I'd say it's below Culver's even.
Five Guys is accessible to us. We have Five Guys by us.
We don't have
We
Whataburger.
do not have Whataburger. It's only when we go to Arizona or Texas or somewhere that they have it that we have Whataburger. But I grew up, like, it was like a treat. We would land in Phoenix, where my family lived, and we would go straight to Whataburger. And we would get a big, fat, greasy sack of burgers, and we would bring them over to my grandpa's house. And everyone would eat Whataburger, and it's just like this perfect, like, beautiful memory that sticks with me when I eat a Whataburger.
That's wholesome.
But it's not just that. The burgers are great. They're legitimately great.
They're big too.
They're big and they're not expensive compared to Five Guys. No. I would say the burger is like on par in quality. And again, like it's probably not half the price of Five Guys, but it's way cheaper than Five Guys. The fries are good. The fries are basically McDonald's fries, but I mean, McDonald's fries rule. So yeah, I get it with like little diced like grilled onions on there.
Those are good. Oh, I don't normally like onions on a burger, but if I can get little diced grilled onions on a burger, it's pretty good. There's another place that does little diced grilled onions on their burgers, and its name is White Castle.
You call that slop good?
Oh, God.
When I was a kid, I loved castles. I thought they were so cool. And so we would drive by this place called White Castle. You know, nice little white building with the little
castle
what do they
top?
call them? Yeah, it looks like a little castle. I thought it was so cool. And I was like, Dad, can we go to White Castle? And he was like, you don't want to go there. And I was like, no, I do. I do want to go there. And I just kept bugging him about it. And then eventually he was like, all right, let's go to White Castle. And we went in there and I had this nasty little greasy, tiny, pathetic burger with like 3 little onions on it. I took one bite and I was like, Dad, you were right. I did not want to go here. It's a no megalol for me. Say what you want to say.
I think White Castle is good. Is it like better than most of these fast food places?
Is it better than anything in C tier?
No, it's not. I do like White Castle, though.
And that's the stream. Britta will not be returning.
Have I ever told you about how my aunt would get a briefcase of burgers? from White Castle.
That is like the scuffed, cursed version of like getting a basket of chicken.
No, so they literally like you can, because the burgers are tiny, right?
Yeah.
You can order like a
pathetic is the word I would use.
20 or 30 of them at a time. And when they give you the box of them, it is literally a giant box with a handle on it, just stuffed with like cheeseburgers. Can we at least put her in D? Because I don't, like, I can agree with our no megalulls, but I can't agree with White Castle being put in D. I would say this is a pretty solid tier list overall, though. Like, I think most of these are fine. We have the ones we disagree about, but I think we can all agree that Long John Silver's needs to die.
Yeah.
Literally needs to die.
Hit that like
This is
button.
alright.
Smash that bell, hit that bell button, hit this
Destroy my
bell
pussy.
button.
Subscribe to Dumper Man.